All right, guys, I had a few of you ask for a help session. I tried to host a help session in Canvas. I'm still new at it. I accidentally posted it to Algebra 1A instead of Algebra 1B, so some of you probably were not able to see that, and I apologize. But what I've done, I'm going to do a help session on the work over the past couple of days. And so we've been doing transformations over the past couple of days, transformations for quadratic functions. That means you're transforming the graph, you're moving it in some way. Okay, so the first day we talked about the movement with h and k. K moves, if you add or subtract something to the end, it's going to move the graph up or down. So if it is positive, it's going to move the graph up. Okay, so if k is positive, it's going to move it up. If k is negative, it's going to move it down. Kind of want to have those. And then h is the opposite of what you would think. So if h is positive, it's going to move to the left. If h is negative, it's going to move to the right, that many units. So let's just look at these. The first one was y equals x squared plus 5. Well, plus 5, and sorry, I forgot to mention your parent function is y equals x squared. That's always what you're referring back to. When you want to see if something changed, you see how it changed based on the movement from this graph. And we can look at Desmos Graphing Calculator to see that. So this is always going to be your parent function, y equals x squared. All right. So if that's the case, y equals x squared, and you add 5 to the end, well, if you add 5, if k is positive, that's going to go up. So this is going to be up 5 units. Okay, and if you want to go to the graph, I'll show you my screen. Parent function is x squared. Okay, so that is your parent function. All right, and if you want to change that, if we want to make it x squared, and then plus 5, looking at the graph, do you see how from red to blue, red is your parent function, the one you started with, to blue, it's moving it up 5 units. Sorry, my mouse is not, there we go. So it went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. And that's exactly what we said it would do. All right. So that was A, up 5 units. B says y equals x minus 3 squared. Okay, so if you start with your parent function here, the vertex is at the origin. This is inside the parentheses is going to move it left or right, depending on what it is. So this says plus 3. That means it's going to go left 3 units. If you want to check that, go to your Desmos Graphing Calculator or your TI-84 or beyond. So if you want to do this, you have to do this inside the parentheses. So that was x plus 3 squared. That's going to move it. So we started at red and we went to blue. That's going to move it left 3 units. And that's what we said. We said left 3 units. Okay. C says x squared in parentheses minus 8. Guys, there's not a difference between this x squared and this x squared. Okay, they're trying to throw you off here, but you're not doing anything different inside the parentheses. So if it just says minus 8 at the end, it's minus, so you're going to go down 8 units. If you want to check the calculator, I'll show you. If you just do x squared in parentheses, do you see that those are the same graph? Same graph. Now if we do minus 8, it moves the graph down 8 units, because that's at the point 0, -8. So it went from the x coordinate here, went from 0 to -8. Sorry, the y coordinate went from 0 to -8. All right. Letter D. This says y equals x minus 2 squared, and that's in parentheses. So this is going to be your left or right movement, and it's opposite of what you would think. This says minus 2. That's going to be right 2 units. Okay. Part E, you've got two things going on. You've got, you find a highlighter where a green marker works. You've got this portion right here, and you've got this part right here. They're two different parts of the quadratic. And in the parentheses, it's going to move it left and right. Okay, so if it's a +1, that's going to move it left 1. +8 at the end, so it's outside these parentheses here. That means it's going to go up 7. So you have two parts to this answer, left 1 and then up 7. Okay. Same thing for letter F. You've got two components. You've got a -4 and a -9. The -4 is inside parentheses. So that's going to move it left or right. Remember, it's opposite of what you would think. So this is going to be left 4. Nope, I messed up. Left is adding. See, it tricked me up. -4 is going to be right 4. -9 is going to be down 9. Remember, inside the parentheses, it's going to throw you off like it did me just now. If it says minus, it's going to be opposite of what you think. So it's going to be, you would naturally inclined to say, oh, we're going to go left 4. No, inside the parentheses is opposite. So you're going to go right 4. And if you want to look at that in the graph, go to your Desmos calculator and type that in. So we had y equals x minus 4 squared, and then we had -9. Okay, so if you're looking here to the right at the graph, you're starting with the red graph. That red graph is your parent function, which is y equals x squared. Sorry. And so we went to the right 4 units, and then we went down 9 units. Okay, if you're just kind of tracking that vertex, see what the points are. You went from 0, 0 to this point, 4, -9. So you went to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you went down 9 units. Okay, and that's how this works. In a few days, I'll go over the next, what you had to do next for your quiz. This is more on transformations where you're doing vertical stretches and shrinks, and you're doing reflections. But right now, what you had to do, or the last 2 days, you had to do movement left and right, okay? Your assignment from today, that was assigned today, is actually due Monday, so I'm going to give you a few more days to do that. You have the weekend. Again, if you have any missing work, please get that in. You can email me if Canvas doesn't let you submit. I'm flexible with your due dates. Just please get this done, and stay safe. I miss you.